name's Mark Hoy, like you said. Back in the day, as they say, I would go by the tag name Distortion. And that was the name I used as an MC and producer when I first started coming up. And some people from the town still know me as Diz and Distortion. Myself, been a musical performing and recording artist for years now. Michael and I have been friends for years, like over 8 years. You know, about 8 years, and it might be up a year. It seems like forever. We're basically brothers, you know, right. Call each other's mom and stuff like that. And we would avidly attend poetry, spoken word open mics and stuff like that, you know, freestyle all day, you know, wherever we were going, whoever was driving, you know, beats are on, freestyling. So freestyle ciphers and spoken word poetry were our genesis. Of course, making hip hop music is in there too. And so, myself, like I love to organize things. I love to bring people together and build networks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my cup of tea. So and I would always pass by Fair on my way up the hill, and I see Cafe playing jazz and stuff like that. And I love live music in general. So I come down and just kind of kick it and listen, you know. And when D1 shut down, I just started coming here. And they have free jazz here at Fair every Sunday night, starting at 9:30. So I would just kind of come around, and every once in a while the drummer kind of play, you know, a nice little pocket, a nice little groove, and I kind of like spit to myself, you know, kind of see if you listen, you know, and like, you know, and eventually they're like, man, get up on the mic. And so I'd start spitting on Sundays, you know, here and stuff like that. And then when you say freestyle too, it's important to incorporate like the type of energy that's involved with freestyle. I mean, freestyle is like raw, like impromptu poetry put to rhythm and like just energy. You know what I'm saying? Just raw, unbridled energy. And so that's a beautiful thing to put at the core of your machine. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's members from all these different cliques. You know what I'm saying? Like our drummer is part of a group in Seattle that won the EMP Sound Off. Dino Jams is the name of that group. So is the keyboardist. He's from that group as well. Aiden Pennington, who plays guitar and bass, he's from Amsterdam, a group called Amsterdam. And like DeAndre Enrico is part of Fat Funk Family and plays with Aaron and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just like these, and Jabril Williams plays with Haikuchi and Funky to Death up there, you know, like these people from all these like megaliths kind of just came together and just for the love of music, you know what I'm saying, because it's non-profit basically, you know what I mean? We just come together for that love. It's just imbued in everything that's involved in the night. And so anything that we do sort of emanates that love and that energy that I was just talking about.
So, Mike on one hand is a very complicated individual. I've been many places and done many things, but music has been the forefront of my life. So Mark has this knack for making things happen. He has this like magnetic capacity to draw people to him, and he has a vision, and he brings that vision. So mostly what happens in all these things that we do is he gets this idea in his head, and I just run tandem.
Okay.
And I help expound that.
Okay.
And I help build that, and I help carry a lot of those dreams to fruition. There are actually a lot of things that I thought about. Being that we went to a lot of open mics and hung out in a lot of different places. One of the key things that we wanted and that we weren't finding anywhere else was a place to freestyle.
Okay.
And that is kind of how the Cornerstone got begun. What we used to do was we would hang out with our cars open or something, and, like on Alki or random places, and we'd bring everybody together. We'd probably have a group of anywhere between 5 and 10, maybe a little more people, and we'd freestyle. And that was real fun. What we wanted to do was bring that to an environment where there was a microphone.
DJ Rise, DJ for the Cornerstone. Been DJing the event for about 2 years, and basically introduced to the event by a friend who was performing, and I was just gonna DJ his set, and I saw the energy of the event, you know, the community building and all that, and I just thought it was a beautiful thing, and so
my name's Aiden. I play bass for the Cornerstone band. Actually got introduced to this way back when I was in a group called Archetype with Marcus and Michael over here, and we stayed connected over the years. And they gave me a call when this started shortly thereafter, and just started coming through, and eventually had a live band together. It just became a fixture in my schedule. First Saturday every month. It's one of my favorite things to do. And the coolest part about it for me is seeing what this started as and seeing where it is now. Just the amount of professionalism that there is with it now, and just so many new people coming and enjoying it, telling their friends. And I've brought friends that might not necessarily be interested in something like this that really enjoyed it and want to come back. And it's been something different for me. I don't normally play music like this all the time, and it's just fun to branch out and get involved with people that are all kind of on this grassroots kind of, let's start something, let's build it, and see where we can take it. And it's not to be corny, but it's been pretty inspirational. Like it's given me something to look forward to, something to branch me out, and just really, I don't know, something to feel proud about. Like something we all kind of started from the very beginning and just really take pride in it. I look forward to seeing how far it takes us all.
My name is DeAndre. I play bass as well. I don't know how I got roped into this. I kind of every day I ask myself, why am I here? I don't know why I'm here. No, I met these guys. I met Marcus and she.
Bribery.
We're not supposed to talk about that.
No way, that's off the record. Off the record.
Off the record.
It's on the record. What you talking about?
There's no such thing as off the record. No, I met Marcus and Chima, who he was. I don't know exactly what project they were working on back then, but I met them at a show that I was playing at in a family band that I play in, like years ago, playing in Wallingford at the Sea Monster. And they came and they would get on the mic and just flow over us playing, and we were all like, man, they're really good. So it just kind of progressed from there, and then I seriously don't remember how I started playing bass for Cornerstone, but it's a lot of fun. I love doing it, so that's why I keep coming back.
I'm Nikki. I came to the Cornerstone from a friend of mine who's a poet that does poetry here named Rory, and I just came just cause, I wanted to I just moved back, and this is home to me, and I wanted to see the underground scene again. And I saw this, and my eyes were like, well, I think I'll be a regular. I got inspired to write again. I got inspired to do my own poetry again. That first night, that's what made me write I love hip hop. You know what I mean? It was because of that first time at Cornerstone, which inspired me. And I appreciate, Mark and Mike doing that. It was, so for them to ask me to be part of it, whatever I could, So, media, whatever, let's make the world go round.
For the record. Nikki, I'm just gotta, the details, Nikki's been, helping school Michael and I on, video editing and stuff like that. Not that Michael's no slut, he knows what he's doing too. I'm pretty much the one that's huh? But, Nikki, is really a very talented photographer, very talented videographer as well, and then just edits it, you know what I'm saying? And like she said, she just did it just to do it, and that's the type of attitude that sort of everybody here has, is this attitude of oh, I just want to do it, because I want to be.
I'm Jenny Jones, and let's see, I make the Cornerstone images and flyers, the website logo, where we pop up and flash back and forth. I also am a promoter. Basically, I'll go around and pass out flyers and tell people about it. I've known Mark and Michael a long time, and I've always supported their music even before the Cornerstone, and always believed in what they were doing, and I'm so proud of them, watching their growth, and I just want to expand the empire of the Cornerstone for everybody now that I've been through this, and it's amazing and wonderful.
And when
was given the opportunity to be a host, I've been going through some of the old videos. Like, I would run away from being on the mic, and I'd let him do the whole show because I was terrified of that. And I've lost my fear of being on stage, and have actually grown a love for it that's natural. But to have watched all of these guys grow and like exponentially take their skills and like send them out to the world is dope. And to go back into all the little respective quadrants of life and use all those skills and they culminate here, and to watch them build on that, that's the dopest part of all of this. Is to watch what happens when we leave the Cornerstone, when we go back to our families, and we share the things that we learn together with everybody else. So that's what I like the most.
But you know, as far as pride goes, it's not an egotistical pride. It's more of like a loving pride in seeing like, you know, a child grow up in a way, not to be too corny like somebody else said. You know, it seriously feels like a child. Like we created this thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's evolved on its own. It's become self-sufficient in so many different ways. And you know, I have to give love to some of the people who couldn't make it, like Saba Card, Clark Green. You know, Jabril Williams occasionally graces us with his presence, once in a while. But you know, Saba and Clark are core members of the Cornerstone band as well, and they couldn't make it today. I wish I could see the night through the eyes of an audience member. You know, somebody who comes here and just has no idea what to expect and just walks into this little place. You know what I'm saying? Because people leave and they contact me on, they find me, they find Michael, and they're like, dude, this event is off the hook. Like, I can't believe I never heard of this. You know, we just smile because it's just like, you know, people find their way here.
Of family and hip hop oriented and poetry, that stuff will all work without a band. But when you put a live band into it, seeing how just the energy changed in here and the way it kind of switches up the night, and it's kind of like that last element of there being something for everybody. Like, if you're not really into poetry and you're kind of into hip hop but not really into hip hop, the live band's usually, that's your piece then, if it's not all the other stuff. And the way we've got it set up now with the band playing between the poets, and taking a break, and then there's freestyle ciphers, and Rise gets his time to shine and do his thing.
Transitions.
And then the band comes back in, people don't usually come, see a part and go, oh, I don't like this, and then leave. They stick through the whole thing. And so, I mean, again, not to sound egotistical, but it is kind of like a glue that I think keeps people here.
I remember I used to try to make it to the Cornerstone like every single month, and I would get here late. Like, I would show up and they'd be packing up, and I'd be like, man. So I didn't even really see it without the band. I don't really know.
Until I was in it.
Until I made it, what it
Then
was.
it was for me to be there. No. Like, seriously, like, really, I think the spoken word portion has probably been my favorite part, even though I'm not even really that into spoken word. And I think that it's a very powerful thing, and it draws people in. And I think that without the band, the Cornerstone, it definitely wouldn't be the same, but the whole night is powerful, I guess what I'm trying to say. And it would still be something that would be special to a lot of people. I think the band does definitely, I like a lot what Aiden said about it being the glue. It does kind of pull things together. Before, when we weren't playing between the poets, it was just kind of this thing that kind of happened at the end of the night. That was cool, but it wasn't the same as it is now, where it's like throughout the whole thing. So